This is something that we're going to continue to watch. Lots of rain happening across this area. This thing is going to get a name before it's all said and done. We're going to be talking about Sara, possibly maybe even the next one day or so with that tropical storm. So let's delve into it, shall we? As we can see that this is moving to the west at about 6 miles an hour. So it is moving fairly slowly at this point. This is most likely, of course, it will pick up speed a little bit later, but that's not the important part of it as of now. What we're watching is that this thing does have a cone at this point. And you can see not the best looking cone, but this is the cone that we're dealt with at this point. I want to show you how it kind of picks up intensity. So you can see that now it's a 35 mile an hour as we go into Thursday early in the morning, and then it goes to 70 mile an hour winds there. So with that, we're close to a Category 1 hurricane. So we'll see if it turns into a hurricane. Some models showing that it will, but this is what we have. We do have a hurricane watch up now for all the areas here shaded in the orange coloring, and we're looking at tropical storm watches up as well. So we're looking at the areas here shaded in the yellow coloring, and this is what Chris was just saying. This is why the National Hurricane Center allowed for a PTC 19, so we could start to put up some of these advisories, if you will. So let's talk about all the rain to come right through your Tuesday. So we could see in some spots the worst of it, up to about 2 feet of rain. We're looking at this north of Honduras. We're going to be watching even more rain coming in, places south of Honduras as well. Nicaragua, you're going to be in on this too. And then we're looking at some of, again, a lot of people vacation in these areas, but a lot of people vacation around the Yucatan Peninsula as well, places like Cancun, because this time of the year, of course, we're on the downside of the season, but we're still in hurricane season. So this is something that is going to be reckoned with as we continue through your today and also beyond. So we look at the enhanced satellite at this point, and finally this thing really is getting its act together. And this is why the National Hurricane Center as well put out this PTC, as it is starting to get a little bit more well organized. It's still down at the center, though. The low levels, we're still not dealing with that tight core at this point. But in the mid levels, we're starting to see a little bit of rotation there. But again, we need that all the way down towards the center as well. So this is something that we're going to consider as we go through the next several days here. And this is why we will start to see this strengthening and this thing becoming a named storm. So high pressure is going to continue to steer this as we go in through the next several days, as we go in through early next week. We're going to be watching this. This will continue to move this on up towards the north. And of course, we're talking about Sara. That is going to be the next name. As we head into the mid next week, we will watch this thing then take a turn on off towards the east here. So this is why all interest, again, I'm just going to say all along the Gulf, but especially at this point, we're looking around Florida as we could be watching this, Chris, really, impacting the United States once again. Even though it's November, we know that it goes all the way through November 30th. So this is something that we have to watch. We have to continue watching the different models as well.
All right. Then in the short term, we're seeing an uptick in rain.